Hey guys, count how many times Charles says in this video, you know what I mean? Because literally all the time he's just shouting, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? What's up YouTube? It's your boy Charlie Brown in the building alongside Isaac. And we're here to talk about relationships. I don't know much about relationships, but it's easy to spot. You know, if you're clever, it's easy to spot. You don't have to be clever or intelligent. This is natural shit.
It's just fucking logical, you know?
You know, put in your logic. You know, you shouldn't be, you know, seeing your girl every day. You know, even if it's summertime. I know it's cool, but you need to find something you're doing so that she could miss you when you're not there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because girls can get fed up easily, isn't it?
Yeah, that's something I've done the mistake of doing recently. Like, I got this girl, she was amazing and that, and, you know, I really liked her, and it was summertime, so I had lots of free time, so I just spent, you know, most of my days with her, even maybe, like, getting things out of the way for it, and it just makes you get tired of you, you know, and you seem like you're being too serious or some shit. And
yeah, even if you're up to something like going out, doing lots of things, you know, sleepovers, you know, guys like sleepovers and that. If you, her mom is that cool to let you in, but that's disrespectful. You shouldn't do that. Get a hotel, guys. Don't be sticking around, you know. They might not be rude to you or anything, but get a hotel. Don't be sticking around your, you know, your girl's mom's house. You're upstairs and, you know, banging your girl and her mom is downstairs cooking. It's not healthy. You guys need to sort out that, you know.
And you know, if you go around the girl's house with that, I mean, sometimes they have bad memories there of, like, their kind of ex-boyfriends and stuff, you know. Yeah,
and one thing, you shouldn't really get into their personal life because they will feel insecure about you. And that could be the first reason the girl dumps you or you dump her because, you know, your mom is fed up or her mom is fed up of you coming in the wrong times and this. That kind of shit. Meet up a girl, hotel, or either you can't book a hotel, literally go out on the high street. You know what I mean? Enjoy life. Don't be sticking around in the house.
Yeah, don't spend too much time in one place, you know, because then she's going to get bored. And, I mean, if you spend too much time with her, you're going to interrupt her routine. And, you know, you don't want to spend more than, what, 2-3 days a week with your girl, you know? Otherwise, she's just going to get tired of you.
Yeah, exactly, you know. Third thing, guys, yeah? Confidence. Confidence is the most important thing you could ever have if you want to move on to a girl. You know, be confident. Don't be anxious when you see a girl on the street walking about and you're like, oh, I want to move to that girl. She's so beautiful. Oh, she's so cool, you know. Other guys say, oh, she's fit, you know. But confidence.
I mean, the fact is, confidence demonstrates your value to a girl. If you have lots of confidence, then, you know, you're confident with yourself. So a girl will be confident with you. She'll be confident that you're like a high value guy who's like, you know, better than other guys out there who, you know, who are not sure about themselves.
Yeah, and it kind of gives you a line between, you know, a proper guy who knows what to do and a guy who doesn't know what to do. You know what? Even if a girl likes you, but she just looks in your eyes and tells, is this guy really serious? Or is just demonstrating his confidence on me? You know what I mean? Just go out there and try. Be cash, you know what I mean? Be confident. Like, just literally move to a girl and as if you move to any other person, you know what I mean?
The fact is, a lot of guys are like scared of approaching girls, particularly girls that you see that are like really attractive. But the funny thing is that those girls that are really attractive, they probably don't hit on as many guys as maybe like the kind of average girls do, because guys kind of have their own kind of give themselves a value.
I kind of get what you mean. It's like a fit girl. Lots of boys are afraid to approach her because you know they think that she's already having the guy along because she looks beautiful.
But like all the guys are just afraid to approach her. So I mean, in some ways, maybe the fitter girls might be even easier to get because you know, the kind of average-looking girls, they get so many guys going after them because they've just assigned that value to themselves that they can't get the fit girls. But you can, you know.
You know, just try. You never know. The girls are like everyone. You know what I mean? And don't look at them as some kind of like portrait, you know. Oh, how am I going to approach this? How am I going to do this? Just talk. Like you're talking to yourself, isn't it?
I mean, you find like a lot of guys can like try and plan what they're going to say.
Never plan. That's the worst thing I've ever had.
Just talk to them like you're a friend, because if you talk to them like you're a friend, then you're just like, you seem like you're comfortable with them. Yeah. And they value that.
And don't try, you know, get your blood pressure up when you see a guy we want to move to them. You know what I mean? Don't look around like you're anxious. Oh my gosh, there she is. You know what I mean? Oh, what am I gonna do? Just go there and say, hey, hello. Do you have a cigarette? Or do you, have a lighter? Where do you come from anyway? You know what I mean? Like, oh, I like your hair anyway. Where you going? Just talk. Don't give her time to reply. But I mean, like, literally, make it casual. Look as if you're up to something else. No, like, and then later on you can say, hey, I'm doing this and this, or I'm not doing this and this, but here's my number or something like that. Guys like us, we always have parties around. You could say, oh, you could lie. Lying is not bad if it's for good purpose. Lie to her and say, what, I have a party soon. You want to meet up? You know what I mean? If she's like around 16, 17, 18, she'll always turn up. They'll always turn up because...
Yeah. I mean, just don't like come up with some like complete bullshit that's gonna like hurt you later. Like, don't be saying like you're some supermodel or some shit.
Yeah, don't put your details down to her. Literally, don't.
Yeah, don't be like trying to demonstrate how good you are. Don't be like, oh, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that. That's why
I have a car. Oh, my uncle does this. Fuck that. Don't do that.
I mean, you can do that, but you do it subtly by just
only
like,
if they ask you, like, what do you do? But don't spend 2 minutes talking about it because she'll get fed up. There are about 2 types of girls: average girls that everyone could move on to, and those who are really, really fit. Like, if you meet an average girl, the first thing, if she gives you a number, don't call her the same night.
Yeah,
that's the biggest mistake you ever do, innit? Either text her and say, hey, how do you spell your name? I want to save your number. You know what I mean? And then later on you could invite her, to a friend meetup.
Kind of show that, I mean, you don't care about her so much. Like, she's not your priority. I mean, too many guys, like, when they meet a girl and get a number, they're like, make her, like, everything.
Yeah.
That they need to get her so much. Like, it's the biggest priority. And you know what? It isn't. I mean, there's going to be other girls, other numbers. I mean, just make it seem like, casual.
And if you can't get a girl, always make her a friend. Because if you can't get her, you can literally get her friends later on if you make her a friend. But if you're gonna go and mess it up like straight away, oh my days, oh, when I'm gonna meet you, don't do it. This is from the lady's point of view. Like, if a guy approaches you, you know what? Don't be afraid. Literally, don't be afraid, because we are also humans. We kind of get afraid. You know what I mean? Like, we kind of think, oh, she's changing her face, or she's moving away. That kind of gives you butterflies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh, what? I tried to move on. I got the confidence to move on a girl, but then she didn't give me a chance, because that puts down a lot of guys. And it might be a good guy, You know what I mean? Not all guys are the same. You know what I mean? A guy might be just trying to, become friends with you because you look nice, or just, But that's the point where you put guys down a lot, and they call you sluts because they think, you don't like them at all. Like, you literally don't want to be with any guys, because it kind of gives them a low self-esteem. You know what I mean? And if a guy asks you the first time, like, oh, can I have your number? Don't ask them, what do you want it for? You know what I mean? That puts it down people. And you could find a guy looking like this.
I mean, he probably just wants to talk to you, and it's quite likely he wants to hit on you or get you, but even so, he still has intentions of being a friend and that,
Yeah, but then, a girl, you should always tell the boy, don't call me. This is my number, but don't call me, text me. That gives you a control, you know what I mean? It controls what that guy should do to your number, because he respects you by giving him your number, but at the same time, by giving rules for that number, it kind of gives a basis. That's why you find guys end up like calling girls or texting them, and then they have an argument. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but guys, you should just text a girl. I mean, calling is just so out of date these days. I mean, it's good for when you're in a relationship and stuff, but when you've only just met a girl, she's probably not comfortable enough.
The other thing is, like, you have to put yourself always in the other person's shoes. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to, like, yesterday you saw a girl at the party, you liked her maybe, yeah? But then the next morning you're adding her. That's stupid, because it looks as if you just had some weird dreams about her or something.
Yeah, I mean, when I get girls to add me from like a party or something, like straight away, like maybe on the same night, it's just like, seems kind of desperate.
Scary.
And you're not interested in them, since they must be like some clingy girl or something, and I mean, it's the same thing with girls. If you immediately add them or something and show so much interest, they're not going to be interested in you since it's kind of lowering your value.
Even if it's just the hype, try to put the hype down. You know what I mean? Don't, at least add them in the next 2 days and say, hey, you know, I saw you at this party and this and this. You know what I mean? What's your number? But don't say, you know, don't get the number straight away.
But you know, a way to avoid all this is just trying to get her number at the party in the first place, because usually if you're trying to get a girl, it's usually doesn't work through Facebook. You want to get a number to be able to get her. And if you're going through Facebook, then you have like a whole another stage of like things that you need to work through until you get her number or something.
And there is the other thing is dignity. You know what I mean? Don't be chasing the same girl that refused to give you a number, refused to dance with you, and literally she went off with her friends because you were trying to move to her, and then the next morning you try to, you know,
if a girl like, you know, rejects you on the night, then she's not going to try and accept you again. Just accept it. She doesn't want you. You know, don't keep on trying.
Yeah, always keep your dignity. You know what I mean? She's not the only girl out there.
I mean, if you went for other girls and she saw that, then she'd probably be, you know, impressed, because then you're demonstrating that you don't care. You're just moving on, you know. And maybe if you really want that girl, maybe by doing that you get her to want you. But I mean, the main thing is just move on if a girl rejects you. You know?
And remember, it's a small world. You know what I mean? Don't push it so hard. Maybe if she rejects you today, she might see you on a bus stop next time and say, "Oh, I see you at the party. You know, sorry, I didn't, you know, want to talk to you because you were a bit, you know, I was a bit insecure." But don't. It's a small world. You always meet these girls around anytime. You know what I mean? Don't be like trying to put all your energy into it, saying, "Oh, I should have your number." You know what I mean?
You know, as you said earlier, like if the girl rejects you, I mean, you can always become a friend or something, and she can introduce you to her friends, and you can, you know, get them. So, you know, don't worry about it if a girl rejects you. There's like a million other options out there for you.
And it's not always trying to get the girl. You know, become friends. Why you always want to get the girls for? Have fun. Why do you always trying to be in a relationship with a girl? You know what
Yeah, just don't always be trying to get the girls. Just be trying to have fun, and, you know, getting the girls coming on the side when you have fun. You know, just try and have fun for the night.
Yeah, keep your ego down. You know what I mean? I know boys want to have lots of girls on their numbers. Oh, I got a million numbers on this. You know what I mean? I could call this guy. I mean, this girl. I could call this girl. You know what I mean? It's not always that. It's always what you've done, your memories, having fun in it. Have you had fun in it?
And say you're on a night out, and I mean, say you're single, you're on a night out, and you want to get some girls. Don't focus on getting the girls. Focus on having fun, and the girls will come along with it. I mean, just try and have a good night, you know. Like, even if you don't get girls, you'll still have fun. But if you're like focusing on getting girls, you'd get annoyed with yourself.
Yeah, don't put missions in your head. Whatever happens, happens. And always be to yourself like, what's next? You know what I mean?
I mean, usually the best things happen when you're not trying to plan for them.
Yeah, don't plan anything. Be freestyle. You know what I mean? It's the best thing. Always be happy. Put on a happy face. You know what I mean?
Just try and have fun for the night. Like, live the moment.
Yeah. Girl rejects you. Don't be sitting down because, oh, I'm not dancing anymore now. You know, I'm not moving to the other girls. Don't put your self-esteem down. Always be...
Just move on.
Keep your head up.